Arterial blood gas analysis, which of the following is derived or calculated? Okay, now listen to me very carefully. In the arterial blood gas analysis, this is a recall question. In the recall question, if you want to calculate the ABG value, what is that? Arterial blood gas analysis value. So, what value we are going to use? Remember, to get the arterial blood gas analysis, we are going to use a formula. ABG is equal to HCO3 minus multiplied by 1.5 plus 8 plus or minus 2. So the value should be between the plus or minus 2 standard deviations to calculate what? Arterial blood gas analysis. That arterial blood gas analysis of PO2, partial pressure of oxygen. Partial pressure of what? Oxygen. For that calculation, we require bicarbonate value. So this is the formula. Alright. Let's go to the next question, my dear students. What is that? A child present to the clinic with a fatigue, okay, joint pain, swollen gums, okay. So remember this are telling, so swollen gums and petechial hemorrhage. This is a classic sign of what? Classic sign of vitamin C deficiency. What is that? Vitamin C deficiency. Vitamin C deficiency leads to a disorder called as scurvy. What is that? Scurvy. In the scurvy, swollen gums, petechial hemorrhages, not only on the skin, but also it will be present on the gums as well. So remember the petechial hemorrhages, if they are present petechial hemorrhages on the gums and gums involvement, if it is said, that is specifically we are talking about the vitamin C here. Okay. So vitamin C is ascorbic acid, which is responsible for the synthesis of collagen, that to post-translational modification of the collagen. All right. Let's go to the next question here. Okay. A patient presents with a combination of Cahal's necklace. Okay, very good. Cahal's necklace. Okay, celiacis and stomatitis. Upon further investigation, discovered that individual diet deficient on a specific nutrient, which vitamin deficiency is most likely responsible. Remember, most of you are getting confused here. Celiacis and stomatitis. Remember, celiacis. If the celiacis only given, only if celiacis is given, then it is B2 deficiency. If only celiacis, okay. So along with Cahal's necklace is the most specific sign of your pellagra. What is it? Pellagra. So pellagra is due to deficiency of what? Vitamin B3, that is your niacin or nicotinic acid. Niacin deficiency leads to what? Pellagra. So remember this. And this time, I don't know, this is a very, very interesting thing. So there are two questions which are given about the niacin. What is the precursor of niacin? Now all of you know that there is a disease called as Hartnupp's disease. In Hartnupp's disease, what happens? Decreased absorption of the tryptophan. If tryptophan is not there, all the compounds which are derived from the tryptophan also reduced. So if the compounds derived from the tryptophan is reduced, so automatically the compound is B3. What is vitamin B3, niacin. So niacin is derived from the tryptophan. Niacin is derived from the tryptophan, but not tyrosine. Okay. So remember, the Cahal's necklace is most specific for your this thing only. Okay. And there is a lot of controversy going on about this question. A lactating mother who follows a strict vegetarian diet presents with the fatigue, weakness, numbness in her extremities. Okay. Upon examination, her blood work reveals a decreased total iron binding capacity. Which of the following deficiencies can cause this clinical picture? So let's start with one of the most interesting thing. If there is a decrease of TIBC, if there is a decrease of TIBC, okay, what exactly is this? All right. If there is an increase of TIBC, what exactly is this? Okay. And also clinical picture. See, we are not sure about one student is telling one type of picture. Okay. So I have put both the images. So whatever image is given, according to that, you can choose the answer. And some people are telling that, so there are two separate questions based on this only. Okay. Remember, first and most important, if there is a strictly vegetarian diet, okay, strictly vegetarian diet, okay, and most importantly, weakness, fatigue, numbness of the extremities. So it is involving the nerves. If nerves are involved, okay. So remember, if at all, they're talking about nervous system symptoms, nerves involved, okay. And if image given is this one, is like this, that is hypersegmented neutrophil. Then your answer will be B12 deficiency. That will be B12 deficiency. Okay. If TIBC is decreased, and if the image given is like this, like a target cell, then your answer, my dear students, it will be iron deficiency. But specifically speaking, anemia of chronic diseases. That is, in the anemia of chronic diseases, what is there will be increase of your what, increase of your hepcidin molecule. Because of that, there will be decrease of the TIBC. But in the iron deficiency, anemia, TIBC will be increased. And when we are talking about B12 deficiency, we are going to find a hypersegmented neutrophil. Okay. So iron absorption is decreased by which of the following? So let's talk about the iron absorption, so which we have also discussed in the classroom. So iron absorption means what? Iron absorption which will take place from your small intestine. So which atmosphere is required? Iron absorption. If we want to increase the iron absorption in the acidic environment, okay. So lemon is a citrus fruit, acidic environment. Sprouts also increases the acid production, acidic environment. Okay, sprouts has lots of protein increases acid production, so that will also increase the iron absorption. Amla also is a citrus fruit which will also increase the iron absorption. But tea, what it will do? Tea is the correct answer. Why? Because we are talking about decrease in the iron absorption. If you want to decrease the iron absorption, tea and coffee consist of a chemicals called as tannins, and also one more chemicals called as phytates, my dear students. What are those? Tannins and phytates. So because of the tannins and the phytates, what will happen is that iron absorption will be reduced. So remember, that is why we always tell iron tablet should be taken. Yes, should be taken with the citrus fruit, but never should be taken with the coffee and tea. All right, let's go to the next question. Xerophthalmia and hyperkeratosis. Wow, follicular hyperkeratosis. Follicular hyperkeratosis is a symptom of called as bite dot spot. This is only called as bite dot spot. Okay, so this bite dot spot and xerophthalmia is a direct understanding of vitamin A deficiency, because dry eye, bite dot spot, corneal xerosis, then corneal ulcer. These are the few stages of your vitamin A deficiency, among which, remember, vitamin A deficiency will lead to xerophthalmia and follicular hyperkeratosis, which means your bite dot spot, my dear students. Okay. All right. Let's go. So these are very straightforward question. Not much logic is required. Okay. What is the most common cause of night blindness in the pediatric age group? So night blindness, remember, in the pediatric age group, it is always a vitamin A deficiency. Okay. We are talking about nyctalopia. Nyctalopia is a very specific symptom for your, what is that? Vitamin A deficiency among the given options. Okay. Vitamin C deficiency does not cause blindness. Okay, vitamin E deficiency does not cause the blindness. Congenital glaucoma can present to you with, usually it can present to you with something called as buophthalmos. Buophthalmos. Okay, so what will happen here is the buophthalmos, swollen and very painful eye will be there. Okay, now lactulose is it is actually cited as a biochemistry question, rather it is a pharmacology question. Remember, what is lactulose? Lactulose is a type of disaccharide and an oligosaccharide, which is a chemical which is usually made out of glucose and fructose. Remember, lactulose is a type of laxative agent. What is it? Laxative agent. It is a type of laxative agent, my dear students. So the glucose and the fructose are the components of it. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Which of the amino acids are responsible for the purine ring formation? Go check your notes. Very good. Cysteine, lysine, and glycine. Remember, for purine synthesis, that is cysteine, that is your second option. B, cysteine, lysine, and glycine. For if the same question is given, pyrimidines. Okay. So only thing which is going to change is glycine. Change is glycine. So only glycine is changed, but others are required for the synthesis of pyrimidine rings also, But for purine ring synthesis, we require cysteine, lysine, and glycine. Okay. So this is also a very straightforward question. Ammonia is transported from the brain to liver from the which of the following amino acid? So remember, urea cycle takes place where? Urea cycle means ammonia to urea. This takes place in the liver. Now ammonia should be brought to the liver. Okay, so from the brain all the ammonia will be carried by your glutamine, my dear students. Your what is that? Glutamine. For example, if the same thing for the other places are skeletal muscle, then it is different, then it will be alanine, then it will be your alanine, then it will be your alanine, which I taught you people from the glucose alanine cycle as well. So remember, from the skeletal muscle, alanine will take the ammonia from the skeletal muscle to the liver. Their liver will convert ammonia into urea. Now urea will be excreted through the urine. Got my point? Very good. Okay, heme is derived from which of the following amino acid? Heme is direct answer. Heme, for the heme synthesis, the amino acid required is a glycine. Amino acid required is a glycine. Okay, let's go to the next one. Which receptor play a crucial role in the glucose uptake by the skeletal muscle? So that is always we know that what is that? GLUT4. I told you people in the classroom also GLUT1. GLUT1 means glucose transporter 1, which is located in the brain and the RBC. Glucose transporter number 2, which is located in the pancreatic beta cell. Glucose transporter number 3, which is located in the neurons. Okay. Glucose transporter 4 is located in the skeletal muscle as well as even in the liver. It will increase the glucose uptake with the help of your what is that? Insulin. Okay, when insulin receptors are activated, okay, that will go and express the GLUT4. That will go and express the GLUT4. Now GLUT4, what it will do? Uptake the glucose into the cell. Uptake glucose into the cell. Okay, so this is a story of your what is that? GLUT4. Okay, then the rate limiting enzyme of cholesterol synthesis. First, cholesterol synthesis occurs in the liver with the help of what is that? With the help of your acetyl-CoA. Now acetyl-CoA is the one which will start in the cholesterol synthesis. The rate limiting enzyme is HMG-CoA reductase. This is an enzyme which is highly active in the night compared to that of daytime. So since it is highly active in the night, we are going to use statin drugs for what? For the purpose of your cholesterol reduction. So the rate limiting enzyme of cholesterol synthesis is HMG-CoA reductase. So there are some people who had marked something like, who had given me the options called as HMG-CoA synthase was also there. If the synthase was there in the option, if you mark that would be wrong. If you marked HMG-CoA reductase only, then it will be correct answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. So all these are enzyme deficiency. Rate limiting enzyme of HMP shunt, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. In the HMP pathway, there are two types of pathways. What are the two types of pathway? Reversible pathways and irreversible pathways. In one of them, we get a glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. Without this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, no HMP shunt. If no HMP shunt, there is no formation of NADPH. If no NADPH, it will lead to yes, G6PD deficiency and RBC lysis by excessive accumulation of H2O2 in the cell. Let's go to the next one. This is a very tricky question. Mitochondrial matrix enzyme is. Now, the most of the people would have marked this one, ATP synthesis. We always tell you, ATP synthesis is located where? In the inner mitochondrial membrane. Inner mitochondrial membrane. So, this is the best place to rule out and answer. Consider this is a mitochondria. So, outer layer, inner layer, okay, inner layer. After inner layer, whatever inside of this inner layer, this space, whatever is there, now this we call it as a matrix. This we call it as a matrix. So in the matrix, we will usually have a citrate synthase. In the matrix, usually will have a citrate synthase. ATP synthesis on this membrane, my dear students. So that is why we specifically tell ATP synthesis on the membrane. Now, catalase usually located in the cytoplasm. Amino oxidase is the enzyme which is responsible for the digestion of what? Dopamine, noradrenaline, and serotonin. So, automatically left out answer will be citrate synthase. But if you haven't ruled out, then it will be problem. So, ATP synthase is the enzyme which is located in the inner mitochondrial membrane. But here they have asked a matrix. So, the correct answer is citrate synthase. Okay. Now, let's talk about the if RNA sequence is CAAGGU. Okay, what is the sequence of template strand? Okay, all right. So this is very, very easy for us to understand. First, let's understand this picture, we'll understand, right? So when we take a DNA, in the DNA, we are going to separate the DNA. Now, whatever separation is there, now please listen to me, there are two strands. One is called as coding strand, one is called as template strand. Now, whatever this template strand is there, right? Template strand is there. So leave about this RNA for some time. Okay, leave about this. Whatever template strand is there, template strand is complementary to what? Complementary to the coding strand. Okay, so template strand consists of thiamine. So automatically coding strand consists of adenosine. So basically now DNA is separated. When DNA is separated like this, now this will be the coding strand and this will be the template strand. On the template strand, what is going to form is mRNA. So mRNA, whatever information in the mRNA will be similar to that of information in the coding strand. So now whatever we are talking about mRNA, mRNA is there. So mRNA grows on the template strand, but mRNA will be similar to that of coding strand, right? So what they are asking is, what is the sequence of template strand? Okay, so first let's talk about the DNA. DNA is separated like this. If DNA is separated like this, now on this we have a template strand. Okay, on the template strand, whatever is there, okay, like this, whatever codes are there, exactly complementary to that of what will be there, mRNA will be there. Okay, so automatically they're telling RNA. RNA has C, A, G, U, right? Right? Okay. Now all of us know that A binds with T, okay, G binds with C. Okay. Now in the RNA, thiamine is replaced by uracil. Okay. Now think about this. First, template strand. Template strand is a DNA. In the DNA, wherever uracil comes, it should be replaced by what? It should be replaced by thiamine. So it should be replaced by thiamine. Okay, it should be replaced by thiamine. Okay. Now let's talk about it. So uracil binds with what? Uracil binds with what? Uracil binds with come on, uracil binds with very good time. Sorry, uracil binds with your adenosine. Let's talk about it. So we have C. C binds with G binds with ATGC. Okay. C binds with what? Very good. C binds with G. Okay. G. A binds with T. Okay. T. A binds with T. Okay. G binds with C. G binds with C. Okay. Uracil is uracil means uracil binds with uracil binds with adenosine. So the correct answer is your C. Correct answer is your C, not the D. Okay. So basically they are telling a mRNA and they are asking the code on the DNA. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Which of the following electrolyte abnormalities is not a feature of refeeding syndrome? Remember, it's a direct point to be remembered. You do not encounter hyperkalemia in the refeeding syndrome. Rather, you will encounter hypophosphatemia, hypokalemia, hypomagnesemia. Okay. Now, triple helical structure is seen with basically which of the following protein has three helix? So, three helix are present in the collagen. Triple helix are present in the collagen. So, this is a braided protein which we have discussed in the class also. Collagen is a twisted and braided protein which consists of three helix, triple helical structure. Right? So, this is a story of your biochemistry question. I think 4 questions might not be from the notes. Rest are the among 19 questions. Around 15 questions were the direct points from the notes. Hope you have done well. Good luck for your result. Thank you.